Yo, so in today's video, I'll be showing you my 250-day progression from controller to keyboard and mouse. I'll be showing you day 1 all the way up until day 250 and how I was able to progress at such a fast rate. I'll be sharing a lot of secret and not too well known tips to help you improve as fast as you possibly can. I've been on keyboard and mouse for about 8 months, so trust me, I have a lot of experience when it comes to keyboard and mouse, and I've learned so much over that period of time, and I'll be sharing all of it with you guys right in this video. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, so without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, just so we're all on the same page, I'm gonna give you guys a quick insight on how bad I really was on my first day of keyboard and mouse. I think that everyone will have a very similar day 1 experience, but as you guys can see, I make a lot of mistakes in my editing. Your boy is basically a bot. I hope that after seeing my day 1 all the way up until day 250 of my progression, this could give you the motivation you need or the extra push to finally make the switch to keyboard and mouse, because trust me, it will be well worth the switch. Even if you're just a beginner or have recently switched to keyboard and mouse, I hope that the tips and tricks I'm about to give you will make that switch just that little bit easier. One of the hardest and most overwhelming things to do when switching to keyboard and mouse is just simply knowing what to do when you switch. So what I did and what I highly recommend doing is spending a lot of time in creative, practicing everything from your editing, building, piece control, and aim. However, during the first week, I kinda just recommend taking it a little easier and just practice your building and editing. During the first couple days of your switch, it will be extremely hard since you're getting used to something completely different, so you don't want to overwhelm yourself even more than you already are by doing 100 different things. As you can see in my movement, as I was tunneling, I looked very clunky and kinda robotic looking, and this was just due to the fact that I was still super new to keyboard and mouse. I decided the only way to fix that was just to learn a bunch of new retakes that were kinda hard for me and challenge my movement. After doing this for a couple days, I saw a lot of improvement in my movement, especially in my retakes. The building you just saw up on screen was for my 1-month progression. You guys always hear me talking about aim duels, and it's for a reason. I believe this is the best way to improve your aim in Fortnite, and it has improved my aim drastically. You can see a massive difference with my aim 8 months down the line. It not only comes down to the amount of time you put into your practice, but the quality of your practice is just as important. A 6-hour practice routine that has all the correct maps you need to improve at your weaknesses is far more beneficial than just playing the game for 12 hours mindlessly. I spent an equal amount of time practicing my building, aim, piece control, and everything else so I could become a better overall player. You could be phenomenal mechanically, but why does that matter if your aim is terrible and you cannot finish off a kill? Something I've been doing every day since the start of my progression was practice my piece control. I use Radio's piece control map literally every single day, and I have to think a lot of my mechanical ability to that map. I highly recommend just practicing this map every day, even if it is just for 5 minutes. Without that map, I would not be anywhere as mechanically skilled as I now am. This map has just helped me out so much, and it's my favorite map out of all the maps I've ever used. I'll be dropping all the code for every single map in the description because all these maps are truly the best maps you could use, especially for beginners on keyboard and mouse. I highly recommend creating your own warm-up routine that you can complete every single day before you hop on into arena or something else, because this is where I saw the most improvement in my gameplay. Your warm-up routine should be personalized to what you need to practice the most and what your weaknesses are, but I recommend using at least 2 of the maps that I've shown you guys in the description. Your warm-up routine should be at least 30 minutes long, especially when you first switch to keyboard and mouse. This is very important. Now let me give you guys a super important tip for building that is not too well known about. I recently posted a video covering the best high ground retakes for beginners on keyboard and mouse. So what I'm going to be doing is using one of those retakes from that video and showing you guys the fastest way to learn a retake. So let me get into creative so I can show you guys real quick. This is a retake I'm going to be using as an example. That may have looked complicated, especially for beginners on keyboard and mouse, but trust me, after using this tip, it will be 100 times easier. So in order to learn the retake as fast as possible, you need to split the retake into a couple of different parts. For this retake, let's split it into 2 parts. For the first part, all you're going to be doing is practicing doing this double ramp, then putting these 2 cones, and lastly, looking to the side just to place 2 ramps and 1 floor. After doing this over and over again, and when you think you have the hang of it, that's when you add the second part of this retake. So it should be this 180-degree turn and then this side jump. I highly recommend learning your high ground retakes like this because it will help to simplify everything, and it just makes the whole process a lot easier. This technique has allowed me to learn retakes so much faster than most people, so of course I think you should also try doing this, and I highly recommend it, just like I said. Now let's get into the actual 250-day progression where I show you guys how good I've actually got. Creative is not not everything in Fortnite. So over the past 2 months or so, I've been grinding a lot of arena, literally every day, and I've been able to gain more than 33k arena points. By the way, I stream myself playing arena every day here on YouTube at 3 p.m. Eastern time, so that will be about 2 hours after I post this video. Okay, so back to what I was saying. Over the past 2 months, I've just been grinding arena every day. So as you would expect, I'm pretty experienced when it comes to arena. Something I always do and highly recommend doing in arena is just W king and not playing scared. By playing scared, you're not improving at all as a player, and your goal when switching to keyboard and mouse should be to improve as a player. Even though you may lose a lot of arena points when W king, especially at the start of your progression, in the long run, it will be well worth it. Everything you do when you practice keyboard and mouse should be for the long run. Now when I say WK in arena, that doesn't mean mindlessly jump into people's boxes. When I say WK, I mean pushing people but making smart peeks. So peeking behind right hand peeks and stuff, you know, so I take less damage or take a lot less at least. And something I always try to do is avoid 50-50s. I learned this the hard way after getting many people one tap and jumping into their boxes just to get 200 pumped. Trust me, it is not worth the risk. I'm really glad to know that all the hard work grinding all the creative maps has really helped me out a lot, mechanically especially. It just makes me so happy to know I've not been wasting my time in creative, and this is something I was saying earlier. It is very important to spend a lot of time in creative because it will help you out so much, bro. Over these last 250 days, something I actually really did realize is that in order to have a good switch, you have to just enjoy keyboard and mouse, you know? You have to have fun with it. Sure, you're gonna have a lot of moments when you hate keyboard and mouse, but that's only at the beginning, and after a couple weeks, you will be loving keyboard and mouse. Hopefully subscribing to the channel because I gave you a lot of help. Okay, jokes aside, but as many of you guys know, there's something that I talked about in my last progression video. So when you switch to keyboard and mouse, there are gonna be a couple of things you regret. And the main thing I regret is just not switching earlier, man. Trust me, coming from someone like me, please just switch to keyboard and mouse as soon as possible. As a matter of fact, just literally do it right now. I bet you can get at least some kind of keyboard and mouse that you can use. It doesn't matter as long as it is a keyboard and mouse. You can easily upgrade your keyboard and mouse later down the road. Make sure to subscribe if I provided any kind of value to you in today's video. This video took a very long time to make, like 10 hours or so the least we can do is literally take 1.69 seconds to drop a quick like on the video. I don't know how many of you guys actually know this, but I have a Twitter with about 1.1k followers, and we have almost 40k subs, so less than 3% of you guys that watch my videos are actually following me on Twitter. So please just make sure to take a quick second out of your day and drop a quick follow. Let's see if we can get 1.2k followers. Many content creators say this, and I know you guys might be tired of hearing this, but for the 20% of you guys that are still here, please make sure to use code Vermax in the item shop. It is by far the best way to support me, and it is truly appreciated. So with all that being said, my name has been Vermax. Stay safe and take care. Gosh, do I need a new outro. I'll be making a new outro for my next video, so be sure to drop a sub with noties so you don't miss it. You guys see what I did there, asking you to sub? Okay, I'll literally just stop. Anyways, have a great rest of your day, everyone.